The Houston Rockets, the Seattle Supersonics. It has come down to this. One game to decide how to move on. For the Rockets, one game to validate the improbable rise from worst to first, to test a team built around Hakeem Olajuwon's dominating presence. For the Sonics, one game to see which Seattle team emerges, the often brilliantly athletic collection of young stars led by Shawn Kemp. Or the sometimes bewildered bunch that gives Coach George Karl nightmares. One game after 93 in such a long season of endurance. But for Houston and Seattle, the playoff future will be determined by this one game. Win, go to the Western Conference Finals. Lose, it's a tough season ended.
This is the NBA on NBC. The 1993 NBA playoffs. Today, it's the Houston Rockets versus the Seattle Supersonics.
And aggressive. So what team is the most physical and most aggressive in this first quarter?
Inside to Olajuwon. They leave Horry alone.
Hold this pace now because they don't want to get into a running game. So a lot of walking and very little running.
Designated double team guy along with Ricky Ford, and they're going to leave him a lot.
Olajuwon sets it up for Otis Thorpe. Thorpe leads all players.
Olajuwon shows the ball, and that's what gets the defense reacting, and Otis Thorpe is
taking the trap and then setting up. They're going to score against it.
Olajuwon sweeps off his second rebound. It's Maxwell streaking in, foul by Perkins. Payton from the side. Olajuwon's third rebound. Just to challenge Mike Dunleavy with the Lakers in their practices from long range. Olajuwon is fouled.
An idea of how they want to attack. Bad shot from Payton.
Olajuwon another board.
To drop the ball inside.
Olajuwon, a great catch, and then a foul by Seattle.
Not only a great catch, but that was a pretty pass by Horry.
The fact that he's 6'9", in the backcourt guarding somebody.
Hakeem gets his hands on it, but Houston controls.
First real quick shot.
Key and Michael Cage can't connect. Michael Cage on the drive. And Olajuwon with a foul.
What Ricky Pierce is out there for, and they got it to him.
Foul on Cage as Olajuwon goes up for a quick jumper. Pierce blocked by Olajuwon, his first today, his 28th of the series. No one has ever blocked 30 shots in NBA history in a playoff series. He needs 2 more.
Well, they keep bringing it to him, and he's going to keep chasing it. Pierce wanted a foul, thought he got hit underneath. Shot clock at 4.
McKee. Tipped in by Nate McMillan. Maxwell for 3. With 7 seconds on the clock, out of bounds to Houston.
Well, Maxwell got bailed out that time. He took a quick shot.
Good half-court team. They don't want to have to play in the half-court a lot. Turnover.
Olajuwon reaching around with a steal, and Hakeem with all of his blocks. And to talk about that, you forget that he also had 150 steals this year to lead the club.
He's always in the top, 10 in steals every year since he's been in the league.
Hakeem, what a great player he is. Hey!
And here's the nightmare in full bloom right now. Inside, he forces McKee to lose control of the basketball. Back at the other end in a one-on-one situation, Page can't contain him. McKee is too late, and when he's that deep, he's going to get a score.
Eddie Johnson and Nate McMillan rounding out the 5. Kemp. Well, he scored 3 points in a game, a quarter, and this one. Match. Perkins to Payton. Olajuwon was very smart there. Didn't go up for the block. It would have been goaltending. Let it go. Payton loses it. You know, to show you the kind of team Houston has on the floor, this club, and they've made it because of their obvious determination and working on limited skills. Brooks, tough defender, and he hits his first shot.
Well, who set him up? Hakeem again. Trying to do.
Eddie Johnson off to Kemp.
He creates the very best and some of the very worst. Kemp trying to come out the other side because he knows Olajuwon is coming, and then he has to make an adjustment. All of these shots are high degree of difficulty because of the presence of Olajuwon, but he has the gift to be able to make adjustments in midair to get this one to go in.
Is that all you gonna say?
That's all you can say.
Horry for 3. Olajuwon battling with Perkins on the jump ball.
And somebody forgot to box him out.
Kemp from 18. McKee.
They just are trying to make it happen, and you see those are tough shots. Olajuwon comes in there and forces up another tough one. They're going to get a jump ball.
Boy, he just springs out at you, doesn't he?
Now you watch how high Pierce has to make an adjustment on that shot, and if you don't hit that thing just right, you end up with a miss.
He got a piece of Pierce. 3 on the clock and the turnover. Olajuwon to Maxwell.
But Dick, that was a beautiful play because Nate McMillan had to steal.
Maxwell. Pierce with a rebound. Good pass to Perkins, blocked by Olajuwon, goaltending.
There's an example of what you talked about. Comes after everything on the dead sprint. Perkins looks like he's wide open, and out of nowhere, Olajuwon hand shows up to get a piece of the ball.
Over Maxwell to Payton. And Olajuwon, look at how he hustled to go down for the rebound. He beat the little guys back there.
You talk about big men and being able to run. Olajuwon has been one of the best throughout his career. You'll see how he hustles down, gets a defensive rebound to keep the Sonics from getting another opportunity.
Kemp that time, I don't think he thought he was going to actually shoot that ball.
McKee on the second chance. Hakeem knocks it out to Smith, and Maxwell a free pass.
Beautiful pass by Kenny Smith.
And that's where he was going to get it in there. They do. Oh, throws up a prayer and kisses it home.
Now they're trying to get the ball back to Sean Kemp.
And here's a steal. Olajuwon to Herrera with Perkins to beat. Perkins does a good job, but there's Olajuwon. Omnipresent. Maxwell, but again it was Hakeem who got the ball, kept it alive.
Look like they're tiring right now.
2-point try. Hakeem out hustling Pierce for the loose ball. Ball to the big man, and so they did.
And Olajuwon showing his balance. He's knocked off, but when he shot the ball, he had great presence to be able to get that one away. You'll see the reactions with his hands, some of the quickest in the league, not just for a center, but anybody. And then hustling down to keep the ball alive to give Vernon Maxwell one more chance to keep Houston on top.
See 2 points, you see a steal, and you see a rebound all in the same sequence.
Now to Derek to cut before he can make that pass to him.
Olajuwon fall away, 10-footer for 12 right
now.
Oh, Olajuwon pulls down another.
He took his headset off. He can't take it. He did the first 24 minutes. They're so rushing out.
Over Olajuwon, he can't hit. Top shot by Perkins. He fired up a quickie. It's Olajuwon here, right in the bottom of the well.
Back in it is get higher percentage shot. They've been going inside and staying close to the rim with McKee and Perkins.
Olajuwon makes it look so easy.
Post and Vernon Maxwell because Nate McMillan is so much taller than him.
And Vernon Maxwell, as Seattle enjoys its biggest lead, 3, negates it with 1 attempt.
Houston to get into something on their offensive end because pressure defense that Dana Burrows has applied.
Bullard with a bat home to tie it at 69.
The ball out, they were lucky to get a score.
Olajuwon got his hands on it. There's his record block. 30th. Does it count? No. There was a whistle before the play. That's a foul.
Coming down the lane, Olajuwon gets his hand on it. Then the ball comes up. Again, that just tells you how quick this guy is with his hands and getting off his feet. Trying to get the ball to him now. You can see Cage around his front.
Garland's pass, but Olajuwon can't put it in. Kemp came over to help. 15-footer, and then he has it rejected. McMillan. That'll be goaltending on Olajuwon.
Good shot. Ended up having it turned away. And at the other end, a goaltend by Olajuwon.
Garland left alone, can't hit. But Olajuwon puts it back.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
And that's what's killing him. Eddie Johnson is playing well off the bench.
Olajuwon forced Johnson to throw it up a bit higher.
When you're in trouble, you have to go with your best player and make some things happen. Olajuwon has been that force all afternoon. He gets the position and the ball to go in, and as Magic pointed out, he chases every shot. You see him fly from underneath to make Eddie Johnson adjust that shot.
Time out. Olajuwon. Smith for 3. A big 3 to make it 79-77. Pierce over Olajuwon. Taken. A 4th chance for the Seattle Sonics.
Job on the offensive board.
Robert Ory.
You see the difference right there, Dick?
The Western Finals. Pierce to McKee, and there's Olajuwon's record 30th block, but Seattle.
That basket, even though Olajuwon blocked it, it was still good execution.
Olajuwon, an assist to Robert Ory, who Camp is very quiet as he fires a little short. Perkins saves it. Very close to picking up his 6th. Pierce inside. Rebound Maxwell.
So you can't drive into him.
To Thorpe on the run, and Otis Thorpe ties it at 89.
To make the big play.
Off the hands of Olajuwon to Seattle. He touched it last. It's a good call. Seattle on further review. Here's Magic Johnson.
Well, if you want to know why Houston is upset, here's Olajuwon's hand. Now, Ricky Pierce is going to come in. And here's Ricky Pierce's hand. He's going to make the ball go up and over Olajuwon's hand. See? Bam! Up and over his hand. It was Houston's ball. That's the reaction right there, saying, no way it went off of me. That's my reaction, too. I always used to get that reaction.
Has not had a good shooting game. Over Olajuwon. And there's Otis Thorpe to pull down the rebound.
Then like 5 seconds like they have been.
With 7 seconds, he drops it. Nothing but net.
Well, the Houston Rockets react.
Makes the defensive play, and now with less than a minute to go, 2 seconds. They got to hurry now. 1. The count to the goes, and Ory with just a hair left on that 24 seconds.
In a solo situation.
There it is. Maxwell to Smith. Overtime. Kenny Smith off the rim at the buzzer. Into Olajuwon. Pass Otis Thorpe. Thorpe just waits around.
You talk about being able to read. He's been double teamed so much that he knows and feels where it's coming from now. Drops that one in for Otis Thorpe.
They keep going to Ricky Pierce. They got to switch now.
Over Olajuwon. By Olajuwon. Still alive in Seattle. Scrambling. Comes up with it again. Pierce blocked again by Olajuwon. And now a foul.
Oh, man. I don't know. Maybe the one that Derek McKee had maybe was a block, but this one is clean here.
As he's saying, how? you'll see Ricky Pierce come out of a scrum down here, ball underneath, and Olajuwon standing straight up and hovering, just knocks that one back down.
Ricky Pierce.
Perkins pressured by Ori and apparently was touched by Houston, so Seattle getting all the calls in this overtime.
Well, George Carr, I think, made Ed Rush change his mind that time. He was hollering. He touched it. Ed had first signal to Houston, then he said, no, well, he did touch it, and then gave the ball back to Seattle.
6 on the shot clock. Kemp. Sean Kemp with 16. 3 for the lead. Oh, Maxwell thought about the 3. That's Olajuwon.
Yeah, good call. He grabbed his arm.
Olajuwon singled up on Perkins.
Good play.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
The double team. Maxwell. Rebound Seattle. With less than a second to go. Sean Kemp gets the melon.
We got Olajuwon open.
Olajuwon takes it. Seattle goes to Phoenix.
And I tell you,
but you know the way that Hakeem played today doesn't do justice to the word dominance. You've got to come up with a new word to explain this guy's game, how it's expanded. Maybe something like cremated them or something like that.
Well, you know, in the game we mentioned in '87 when they lost in double overtime in the 6th game and got knocked out, he had 49 points in that game. So he must be getting tired of trying to carry a lesser supporting cast.
Absolutely, yeah.
He had just an outstanding series. It's just too bad we're not going to be able to see him go on to the next level against Barkley.